Hello and welcome to my new installment called Leftist Ideas, where I basically discuss or rant about ideas of the far left or far progressive. And today's topic would be political correctness. And before we start talking about it, I'd like to read something about political correctness for you. It's a piece written by, and please excuse me if I butcher that name, Alexis de Tocqueville. And so let's just get in it. In America, the majority raises a formidable barrier around the liberty of opinion. Within these barriers, an author may write what he pleases, but woo him if he goes beyond them. Not that he is in danger of an auto fee, but he is exposed to continued obloquy and prosecution. His political career is closed forever, since he has offended the only authority that is able to open it. Every sort of compensation, even that of celebrity, is refused to him. Before making public his opinion, he thought he had sympathizers. Now it seems to him that he has none any more, since he has revealed himself to everyone. Then those who blame him criticize loudly, and those who think as he does keep quiet and move away without courage. He yields at length, overcome by the daily effort which he has to make, and subsides into silence, as if he felt remorse for having spoken the truth. And I think this text is really good in describing the nature of political correctness, mainly the prosecution of thought, which I, as you'd call it liberal, or at least I'm for a lot of personal freedom, am clearly opposed to. I think political correctness is basically cancerous for every discussion because it hinders you from saying what you think. And if you're not allowed to say what you think, then why should you say anything at all? And it also gives a kind of high ground to the momentary government or the group in power. They can feel morally superior because they think they're politically correct. They think their opinion is that of the majority and therefore the good and morally just opinion. But the more you listen to those who strafe political correctness, or put a great value on it, the quicker you notice that those people are usually the ones who have the politically uncorrectest ideas and just try to censor their opposition. Let's take for an example modern day feminism. It's forever been politically incorrect to talk ill of women. That is why it's actually so funny in comedy, because we all know it's a no-no thing to do. We get taught from basically infant age, it's not okay to hit a girl, it's not okay to talk ill of a girl. Yet again, as you often notice, the feminists try to uphold this political standard. Yet again, they have the politically uncorrectest ideas if it's about the treatment of males, saying they're violent by nature often, or that they need to be socially designed or socially trained to not be violent, which in my opinion is one of the most politically incorrect things to say, that a human of any gender, race or ethnicity is a savage from birth and needs to be trained to become a real human. Yet again, I do still appreciate them saying it, because I think that making their opinion clear without a filter of political correctness or without a filter of caring about offending someone, the truest of ideas comes through, and that therefore we can dismiss or accept it on the basis of its value and not on how they make it out to be. And as greatly as many of their ideas really do actually offend me by nature, I do have to say I disapprove of what they say, but I'll defend to the death their right to say it, as said by Francisco Maria Antoinette, which was her interpretation of the works of Voltaire. And I think political correctness is just the tool to shut a conversation down as soon as it offends you. And I think that offended or being offended is not an argument, neither is it a reason to shut anything down. I think no one has the right to not be offended. I think everyone has the right to offend. Because as soon as we draw limits to what we can say, can think, or can write, we can draw these limits wherever we want. Either we have full free speech, full freedom of expression, full freedom of thought, or we don't have it. Therefore, I think political correctness is the downfall of a society and should be dismissed in any opportunity possible.
She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't